Lord, we gotta get to these taglines. Kyle starts us off with, "These hills have eyes, and they're all staring at me." Yeah, because you were a female love interest in Morgan's video, playing in our face and playing in her place. Sutton says, "I honor my fine Southern manners by putting you in your place. Garcelle has been in the game too long to play by someone else's rules. In Beverly Hills, money buys a lot, but my independence, priceless. Erica, don't nobody want your kind of independence. Introducing the greatest product I've ever marketed. Me." Good one, Bozma. "And Dorit might look like a doll, but don't wind her up." All right, child, she coming this season because she need the check. So we open with Dorit and Kyle yipping and yapping back and forth. "It felt you took 8 years of a sisterly friendship and flushed it down the toilet." It was the Bravo Con moment where she said Kyle's definitely last and Kathy's definitely first. Kyle also mad that Dorit said I turned the tears on about my marriage. Well, you were muff diving. Chip Effa said, "This is exactly what I expected." That's not why you went on Amazon Live and said that. You're mad I said on Watch What Happens Live you were closer to Morgan than with me. Chip Heffer brought up the Dorit point. Look, Dorit said, "Just admit that my little comment got you in trouble with Morgan and your husband. You didn't speak to me for months. Why not just come to me and say, 'Chip Heffer, I got a chip on my shoulder. Crunch it off.'" Chip Heffer said, "Grace time is over when you can publicly say our friendship isn't exaggerated. So I fucking expected that." So after the fight, Kyle walks off and Garcelle checks on her and she tells Garcelle it's impossible to talk to her, and Garcelle says, "Well, I know that." Dorit don't give a fuck and she gonna say her piece. So both girls head off in their stretch cars. Now we get our section about Bose. And she is the corporate America queen. So we find out she's widowed, she's got a kid, she's retired, new era. This new ladder is built by her. Well, I mean, you still are working with these heifers. Good luck. Over with Kyle and Sutton at a lunch. Sutton's cautiously ordering a martini, knowing Kyle might throw it back in her face, saying, "Is it the drinking that's making you act weird?" No, that's just Sutton, boo. However, Sutton is warning her, Mo gonna try to take the money, and Kyle's like, "Everything fitty-fitty, we've been together forever." Sutton's like, "You better run and get yourself the best forensic attorney you can." Kyle said, "Screw it, I still trust my man." So Bozma's making lunch. She's got a cute assistant. Dorit and Erica are going to have lunch with her. The food looked good. I love Bose's maximalist style, and she's got slippers for the girls. Her backyard is no joke, a Mediterranean dream. So they ask her, "What you thinking about everybody?" So the Chip Heifer tells Bose that Kyle's mad at her, but she keeps getting different answers about what she's mad at her about. However, Kyle's upset that Dorit doesn't have accountability or self-awareness and is oblivious to anyone else's feelings but her own. "I think it's that you're living a lie and she can't clock all the people you sleeping with." Sutton plans a surprise for Kyle since she knows she's going through it. Oh, it's going to be pizza and PJs with Kathy Hilton and Erica. So they get there and Sutton fills them in that Mauricio replaced a picture of Kyle with a picture of him and a woman from Dancing with the Stars. And they're like, "Oh my God, it's going to rip her heart out." I mean, she was stooping Morgan the whole time. So maybe he swapped that out when she did a whole music video with her face in the place. Now that video was in poor taste. Oh, so they all heading over to Kyle's for this night. They gonna surprise her and try to disguise their voice. Y'all just should have had her over to Kathy's. Shocked her there. See, this is so phony. I'm sorry. You're already filming. Production is there. And then it's your sister's voice, and she does not do a good job of disguising it. I could recognize a Kathy Hilton bark anywhere. Amazon. Garcelle said she wanted to be there, but she's on set. What? Kyle is upset that Mauricio's in the gym on his Instagram stories, but you were in Morgan's puss in the video. You decided you wanted to go back to Dick, and he said, I'm good with you. Something's like, I used to get flowers for Mother's Day too. Now I don't get shit. Erica's like, you get $350,000 a month to shut you up. I don't want to hear it. I get less than nothing. I got conned by a coot for the best years of my thighs. So everybody leaves, and then it cuts to downtrodden music as Kyle closes doors in her empty mansion. Oh, Dorit gonna have a lunch with PK. That'll be interesting. So this is when PK and the chip have to talk about they divorce, and he's like, look, I got sober for you, and that's when I got clear, and that's when I realized, you know what, this isn't fun for me anymore. You and I used to be a team, but now we're not. Now, the Bravo Bros say that it's because Dorit is at home being a mother. I respect that, and I love that they look at it that way. PK is British. Dorit is not with them kids. I love that's what y'all think. But y'all, who's that sissy? Jeff Lawrence already said, honey, when I take my kids to the park, and I barely do it, I don't never see that heifer there. And I ask my nanny, and she don't see him either. Those are nanny kids. Those are trophy kids. Them kids are going to boarding school. Those kids live a boarding school life. Dorit did not have them kids to mother. Dorit also don't strike me as that kind of woman. There are different kind of mothers. She does not strike me as a helicopter mother. She strikes me as I'ma drop these babies and still have a job. PK doesn't like that Dorit is all about her own fame and not their fame as a couple, which can be just as sad. Just as sad, because you should have enough of your own if you want it. But I could definitely see his British ass marrying her with that team aspect, because he know good and well he ain't raising them kids, and neither is she. An English mother? Really? You ain't heard about Caroline Stansberry? Where'd she grow up? She don't even know. Somewhere in Switzerland. Where are her parents? She don't even know. Somewhere on safari. Child, PK modeling his new clothes. He is done with you. Ooh, he said single PK. You know what? I would hit him up if he didn't have children. I mean, she got his teeth fixed, so girl, thank you. Thank you. But, not with them kids. Dorit said, I don't know if PK realized saying single PK is as hurtful as it is. It's not hurtful, it's a message, babe. Your merge is over. Oh. I don't know how he went to single PK in 48 hours. He's been over you for years. He's been over the show for years. This show does not do well for marriages. I think it was without the show, without the cameras, without this schedule, he'd be fine. Because while this heifer on here, she ain't raising them kids. He ain't raising